All right. Now, before I start this video, I gotta say one thing. All right, this is a bit of a disclaimer here. Now, if you're a Floyd Mayweather fan, then cool. You should be upset about what I'm about to say here. If you're an extremist, well, you know how that goes. If you get offensive, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You all right? You do have the liberty to listen to what I'm about to say, but if you don't like it, tough luck. Eat a dick. Get the fuck off. All right. I hate to be blunt, but sometimes I have to go at it with some people. But I gotta address something here. This recent beef. I'm not sure if this is a real beef or not, but this recent beef between Adrien Broner and Floyd Mayweather Jr. All right. Now, not too long ago, Adrien Broner had came out and made some derogatory comments about TMT, the Money Team, which is Floyd Mayweather's boxing promotion. All right, which is a very small promotion with no money makers on there at all. So Floyd Mayweather didn't take those words kindly. So he took his ass over to Floyd Hype, my bad, Fight Hype, a platform where he can go and get softball interviews, where he don't get asked the tough questions, whatnot. So he was speaking with Big Thompson, and he gave his assessment on Broner. And I'm gonna read this quote for quote here. All right, he said, "Quote here regarding to Broner: You lose to Sean Porter, then you fight for a world title right after that, for a vacant title. You and your opponent are coming off losses. As me as a fighter, if I was fighting, there's no way in hell that my next fight would be fighting for a title against another guy that's coming off a loss. Now, I wouldn't be proud or consider myself a champion," said Mayweather. Well, I have to be honest with you. I actually agree with Floyd on that because there's no way in hell that a fighter should be fighting for a title coming off a loss, especially two fighters fighting for a vacant title. And that's the reason why the WBA. That's the reason why that Bob Arum from Top Rank got pissed off about that, and he sent his lawyers to investigate and send a letter to the WBA and ask for an explanation why did they sanction that fight. So yeah, Floyd is right about that on that standpoint. But let me remind you folks out there that Floyd actually fought for a world title against a guy coming off the loss, and that was Zab Judah. All right. Now, that was a complicated situation because Judah was coming off of an embarrassing loss to Carlos Baldomir, who was at the time who won the undisputed championship against Judah. But the problem was Baldomir didn't pay his sanctioning fees for the IBF and the WBA. So both organizations decided to redirect. For example, the WBA redirected their title to Luis Collazo, and the IBF redirected their title to Zab Judah. So that's how that fight was made. But, it is kind of an awkward thing to say, given the fact that you, Floyd, fought a guy for a title and he came off a loss. But, it's not your fault, but it is what it is. Then he went on to say, which is one of the most dumbest comments I've ever seen in my life right here. And this is the reason why I tell people Floyd Mayweather is not the smartest guy out there. All right, because he does not think before he says anything. And this is the reason why he always gets ridiculed. I'm going to read this to you. It says here, quote, "He needs to be thanking the Money Team for everything under the umbrella that's all been said and done. Now, if you're saying fuck Al Heyman, you're saying fuck Floyd Mayweather. If you're saying fuck Floyd Mayweather, you're saying fuck Al Heyman. Now, what kind of fucking idiotic thing to say, man? How the fuck you gonna say some dumbass shit like that? What the fuck does Al Heyman have anything to do with the beef between you and Broner? All right, let me give you a reality check. Adrien Broner was offered $40 million to leave Al Heyman's stable and join Rock Nation, all right? And he turned it down out of loyalty, all right? And there's nothing wrong with loyalty. And then Broner went out and made a dumbass comment after that and say, fuck Rock Nation, fuck JC, all right? In case you didn't forget, Floyd. So how the fuck you gonna say some shit like that? See, this is the reason why I tell people, man, this dude does not think before he say anything. And this, like, for example, he made that dumbass comment about Africa when he was asked about all the money that he's made and all based off his spending power. Why don't you spend some of that money to a cause for a greater cause like the poverty in Africa? And he made some dumbass comment about what has Africa done for me. Let me get the fuck out of here, man. Dude, this is what I'm talking about. Now, if this is just a hype up or promote a potential fight between Mayweather and Broner, I don't know, man. I'm not buying it. I mean, if it is, then so be it. But I'm not going to watch that fight. I mean, I know that's a long shot. That's a long stretch for me to say that, but that's what it seems like to me. But then he went on and said, like I said before, I would be proud of myself to say that I'm a champion. I like Paulie Malignaggi, and the fight between you and Paulie was tit for tat, meaning that Paulie could have won that fight. And then the first guy you fought for a world title, once again, it was your hometown. Now, he's has a lot of growing up to do. If these fighters want to learn something, come to Vegas, look me up, and we can sit down, and we can go over the blueprint with you. Yeah, I know what that blueprint is. Don't fight a dangerous opposition, especially when they're in their prime. Wait till they slow down. Fight another champion who's a paper champion, come in and win and take his title. Plain and simple. Get every advantage you can. Use a legal IV. Get a TU exemption. Go through ASADA. Don't go through Olympic-style drug testing. Yeah, all your fighters got popped doing the Olympic-style drug testing. That's all I got to say. I'm out.